yeah, I'm going there. I'm going where I think no one in the SC community has dared to go before. At least, I would posit that those who have tried to do so don't usually try to do it again. Yep, for better or worse, I'm going to be comparing the property, stake, or claim system, as well as automated resource gathering from Fallout 76, to potential insights into Star Citizen down the road. Before we get to that, I want to give you a bit of context on where I'm coming from with this. I'm not here to regurgitate Star Citizen news, or tell you how to spend your money on pledges, or White Knight, Grey Knight, Dark Knight, whatever kind of label you have for SC content creators. I can promise you this, there is a good chance many of you watching haven't ever met a creator like me, and I'm going to prove it. We can talk about my background some other time, and why you should watch my uploads, but first let's get into some thoughts on property claiming and automated resource gathering in Star Citizen, delivering what you came to the video for, starting right now. In an attempt to keep this piece as condensed as possible for my first shot at something so speculative, I'd like to use Fallout 76 as an example today. Before you judge me for daring to even play it because Bethesda and God Howard, please know that I got it as a Steam gift from some friends last year that really wanted to hang, and that's what they were playing. I didn't play this game when it dropped. I was actually quite happy with modding Fallout 4. When hopping into Fallout 76 for the first time, I did what any gaming entrepreneur or industrialist would do. I completed every mission to unlock as much as possible, built my beautiful bases, and set up shop. In Fallout 76, you also have the ability to place a camp, C.A.M.P, where you claim a specified area of land to call your own. Sounds like Star Citizen land claims, but much smaller in terms of claimable area. In addition to being able to claim a spot to build on, you can also set up a shop, as I mentioned. What you may not know, however, is that you can actually rope some of the natural resource nodes from the map into your build, and you can enclose it into your build. I'll be showing you this today, for the purposes of Star Citizen speculation. One doesn't have to think too hard to see similarities with manually fixed resource nodes in games. Satisfactory, Dyson Sphere Program, Empyrean Galactic Survival, and many others all have the ability to place a resource gathering unit on a node that will continually generate resources for you to swing by and pick up. And no, we're not getting into the specifics of powering them, that's not the focus here. Specifically referring to Fallout 76, you can stop by your pad every so often and stock up on those materials you are harvesting. You can either sell this, put it into crafting, whatever you need that resource for. In my case, when I play a game like this, I take strategic materials based on min-maxing my sales in the shop or for crafting. Also, something else that I ran into, or my biggest problem, I actually needed to keep most of my funds in my stock at the store, although the store shop you see today may not represent that anymore, as I gave a lot of things away when I really started focusing on launching the YouTube channel. Something else I'd like you to keep in mind is that Fallout 76 will operate completely different from Star Citizen in terms of logging in and rendering your base, due to the SC Project's goal of seamless persistence. So, for folks worried about their bases being logged in and rendered into another, it's not even a problem in a game like Fallout 76, which has a much smaller scope than Star Citizen. When you log in, if your base is in the same location as a current player, you get a choice of options to either continue and spawn another of your base locations, or move on to another server. How this will eventually shake out with the shards and future increased player caps in Star Citizen remains to be clear, but I do think that there are some good insights here that we can actually glean. So what actually smells like Star Citizen's path? And really, what do we know? We know that rudimentary base or property claiming isn't new technology. We also know that the concept of returning to a specific production facility or unit that you placed isn't new, and there are a variety of ways to approach this when developing a game. When it comes to Star Citizen, something you may not be aware of is the Astro Chronicles YouTube channel. If you want a better idea than what I'm giving you today with Fallout 76 in this discussion, and dated survival sci-fi builders as examples, this is the channel you need to check out, after you watch this video of course. I don't know them or anything, but there is a fantastic base building video that Astro Chronicles made that actually demonstrates some of the community-driven speculation on what base building may look like. I will link the video in the description down low because there is a gold nugget in there. For example, in this video, you get a chance to see a production setup that looks very much like a harvester of sorts. Even if that's not what the creator of the video intended, we are going to use that for today's example. Let's dive a little deeper on this, starting with what we recently learned about refining. We know that refining just got split into a minimum of 3 different buckets, I would say. In reality, the profession or gameplay loop that is being built for it has refining specific to the Starfarer. Now we have refining minerals currently only offered by the Mist Expanse that was recently announced. And a third. In my honest opinion, I think the third form of refining that we can optimistically predict as a natural evolution of the project will come in the form of harvesting from the surface of a planet, moon, or asteroid with fixed machinery. And now maybe you see why I kept mentioning the other channel, because they have already developed a visual aid for imagining this. Also supporting this, we know that CIG really has no issues developing the skill-based interactions of a profession in the form of a minigame, either with mining or the mining game loop, or built into a kiosk or terminal, such as we have seen for the Starfarer and the Expanse. And you know what else? I wish they would have picked just about anything else for the name of this ship. Anyhow, you still with me? If so, be sure to boop that like button to let me know that you like me stepping out of my comfort zone to speculate on future experiences that industrialists, builders, and gaming entrepreneurs may eventually see in Star Citizen. So stick around, because we aren't done yet. Alright, so what's the point, Fry? I'm Fry, by the way. Obviously, Star Citizen will have bases and functional units and modules that you can use to make your UEE claim viable and matter. That's the point. What will the experience look like? What will the busy gamer or weekend warrior actually be doing when the project finally has enough professions for you to truly dwell in the verse and forge your own path? I think that there will be plenty of ground gameplay to include base building organizations, folks that choose to craft, those that choose to mine, those that refine, those that salvage and repair, and where you decide to stake your claim will impact your abilities regarding your potential profit ceiling. Now you can see where my thoughts are and where I am going with this. If you have seen any of my content to this point or up to this point, you know that I am focused on providing value to you as an individual. I'm not worried about huge fleet logistics, combat pew-pew, or regurgitating news. No, I am specifically focused on you and what you can accomplish with your limited time to play. You know, a balanced gaming lifestyle. I think that we should be able to take a look at what is currently successful in the gaming space in the industry, because CIG will most definitely be doing that. They have probably researched exactly what sells and keeps users engaged. Also, time sinks really are time sinks, and they help build the economy for an MMO. This is a good thing as long as the time sinks are enjoyable and emergent. If you would like to hear more about how the 3.17 patch contributes to the Star Citizen gameplay experience down the road, with some solid logic, I'll be sure to link that video, as I doubt most of you have even seen it since I am such a new presence here on the tube. The point, or the purpose of today's video, was to rally folks together to have a discussion about Star Citizen land claims and potential automation for professions and/or profit. So, what do you think? And are there any games out there that have industry-leading mechanics that you can think of that may provide some loose insights or hints to you when you imagine the future of industry, manufacturing, crafting, and base building in Star Citizen? Let me know in the comments down low. I am quite active there. I believe that our daily options for our professions will include much more than just ship-based profession loops. And I think that things like Rastar as a base building system will definitely play a part in this. I have looked forward to having a conversation about all of these things with the community for some time now, and I really just wanted to start with some thoughts on what I think it may look like, and turn the mic over to you. So let's chat. Alright, if you stuck around this long, I want to say thank you for sticking around this far. What is the short and skinny on my background? And why should you continue to watch this channel grow? To keep it short and sweet, I have spent the majority of my adult life serving the public in one way or another. I have been a sergeant at a state prison while in college. I have served as a teacher both in grade school and at the college level, and even become an administrator over the career and technical education programs at said college, also known as CTE programs. 2 graduate degrees, 2 kids, and several business adventures later, I want to give back to my lifelong community that I am passionate about. Gaming. I want to share tutorials tutorials and tips for creative gamers who build bases, fly spaceships, min-max trade markets and profits, and help you maximize the most fun for the time that you put in. I don't just play Star Citizen and Satisfactory. I have thousands of hours in other titles. This is not to boast or say that I'm super qualified or anything like that. Actually, this is me trying to tell you how humbling this experience is, or has been. So there's that. And I really am grateful and humbled to be an expert on one thing and to have started learning something completely new, creating videos for you. I am grateful to also serve others in a creative way that brings them value and not how my employer requires me to serve. So yeah, I'd recommend that you should watch the channel and hopefully join the community and contribute to its growth. Because I am here for you, not to regurgitate content or upload for the sake of pleasing the algorithm. If you like that I am unshackling myself from an administrative overlord by creating this channel as an outlet and can share my gaming lifestyle balance with you to bring you the best value I know how to, subscribe if you think I earned it. Also, share this video with friends before my tiny channel gets swallowed back up. If this video made it to you and you are still watching, stay fresh. Play how you want, how you can, chat with me and let me know what you would like to see, and, most importantly, stay you. See you in the verse!